He tried to put me in his car, and then he tried to force me in his car twice. Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to my channel today. As you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a story time, which is something I don't normally do on my channel. But like, this is something that recently just happened to me, so I was like, bruh, like, I feel like through my experience, like other people could learn from this. So I was like, I definitely gotta do a story time about this on my channel. But before I do start, you know, go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Whoa. And the notification bell. Don't ever forget about the notification bell. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So probably about a few weeks ago, school let out, so I was like, you know, like I need to find a job. I need to, you know, well, I had a job, but I needed to find a job that make me more money and that would allow me to have more hours and stuff. I went back to my job that I had last summer. I don't want to say what the job is, even though like I'm making a video about this person. Like, I respect them enough not to, you know, put where they work at out in the open for people to like, for anybody to know. Anyways, I decided to go back to this job, and I had previously worked here last summer. So I walk into the job and I kind of know everything to do. Well, basically I do know everything that I need to do. It's just like there's a new set of people there from last summer, because like, you know, people quit and leave jobs all the time. Everything is going good. I'm working, making money, money's rolling in. I'm starting to get comfortable with the people that I'm working with, and you know, everything is just going good, right? So probably about like 2 weeks later, I have a coworker who was just like, you know, like, Emma, I see you like taking Ubers all the time, like, you know, I could just give you a ride home. And then I'm kind of like, I mean, sure, why not, right? It became like, you know, like a routine. Like every time when we would leave work, like he would just, you know, give me a ride home because we would all leave work at the same time. So this carried on for about like two to 3 weeks or whatever. And during the process, like I kind of told him like, you know, like I don't really know how to drive like that good and stuff. So he was like, you know what, like he was just being really nice, and he was like, you know what, like I'll help you learn how to drive, doing all of this. And I'm like, bro, like I'm thinking like, you know, this person is just doing this out of the kindness of their heart, right? Because there are some down ass people like that. Like I have a couple of friends, like if I call them and I'm like, hey, can you do me this favor, like they'll do the favor. For me to find somebody to do like these things for me, I'm like, okay, like this is really nice of you, because first of all, you're bringing me home every day, like that's gas money. Then you're helping me like perfect my driving and stuff, like, you know, like you're just being really nice. So like I didn't think much of it. A couple of my coworkers used to joke around and be like, you know, like, you know, he trying to smash or whatever. And I'm like, smash? Like I'm in a whole relationship, like stop playing. So like I really thought they were like, you know, joking, like saying that just to make me feel like uncomfortable and stuff. But like I didn't really think much of it, right? For the third week, like we're starting to get cooler. Like I'm like, okay, this is a really cool guy friend, you know, like everything is going good. Like every time we would like, he would drop me home, we would have like a little conversation, you know, and some friendship, and then like I would get out of the car and leave. But then this one night I'm getting out of the car, well, I hadn't gotten out of the car yet, but like he's like, can I tell you a secret? And I'm like, okay, like I'm thinking he's gonna tell me like, you know, some baby shit, like, you know, I did this when I was 12 years old, or like, you know, something like that. But like, tell me why this man told me like, you know, he was like, can I tell you a secret? And I'm like, sure. And then he tells me like, I'm so horny, I want to bite you right now. And I'm like, why would you? I'm like, why would you say this to me? Like I was literally so confused when he said that to me. I was like, why would you say that to me? And then I kind of like tried to play it off, but like I was not comfortable with somebody saying that to me, because first of all, like I'm in a whole relationship. I've been in this relationship like 2 years. Like And the thing is he's met my boyfriend, so I'm feeling like, you know, this is pretty disrespectful for you to have met my nigga and then you're saying something like this on top of it. So I'm kind of like, okay. So like when he said that, I kind of like froze, and then I was like, yeah, I gotta go. So then I just kind of like got out of the car, right? But then I was like, I'm not gonna let this like, you know, rest, because like if it was vice versa with my boyfriend, like I would want him to put that person in place, right? So like I got back home, and then I'm like, I told my boyfriend, I'm like, bruh, like you would not believe what just happened. Like this dude just told me like blah 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 blah, he's so horny, like he wanna bite me. And like the whole time I was in the car, like I felt so uncomfortable, like, you know, like he was literally trying to smash, bruh. And I'm like, and it felt like awkward, like he was waiting on me to do something, like for me to take the first step and like do something in that situation. And I was kind of like, there is no first step. Like long story short, I told my boyfriend like everything that happened, and like I basically kind of came to the conclusion, like, you know, like I'm not getting any more favors from this guy first. Second of all, like, you know, I'm not gonna allow somebody to make me feel uncomfortable and stuff. And third of all, like, you know, I don't have to rearrange my whole life just because somebody else made me feel uncomfortable, because I came to the conclusion that like after this, like I wanted to quit the job. But like the next night I went to work, I was with my other coworkers who are like my age group, and I told them what happened, and they were kind of saying that like, you know, you shouldn't have to like quit your job and lose your bag and not be getting paid anymore just because somebody else made you feel uncomfortable. Like you should continue to be in your bag and like, you know, continue to make your money. Like if anything should happen, like it should happen to him, because like you were in the right way. Like you didn't do anything wrong for you to have to, you know, change your whole lifestyle around just for that one person. And honestly, like when they told me that, like I felt like this advice could apply to like other people out there, because like sometimes when we feel uncomfortable with other people who do stuff to us, like we feel like, okay, we have to take ourselves out of the situation, but we're not the one causing the problem. So it's like if we remove ourselves out of the situation when we didn't cause the problem, like that person could still be at that place doing what they're doing to other people, right? So in conclusion, the next day, so this is 2 days later, I saw him at work, and he's like, hey Emma, how you doing? And I'm like, good. Like I'm being real short with him, because like I'm like, I got something for your ass. So like when I got off work, wait, here's the juiciest part, bruh. So like the day after the situation, he didn't come to work, and that's when I told like all my friends about the situation, right? So like when we all leave work, we gotta leave the doors at the same time, because that's when like the manager sets the alarm and stuff. So like as we're waiting at the door for the manager to set the alarm, tell me why this guy pulls up to the store. He pulls up to the store at like 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's like when we get off. So I'm like, why are you here? Like that was really creepy to me. Like, why are you here when like I didn't tell you to come pick me up or anything? Because like I still hadn't said anything to him about the situation. Like as of now, I still haven't said anything to him. So like I'm kind of like, why are you here? So like that was really creepy. And like he noticed like I wasn't like about to hop in his car. So like he got in his car, and when I tell you like this man was burning rubber, like this man literally skirted, like when I tell you he was out of the parking lot in like a blink of an eye. Like that's how quick he left, because he was so mad that I wouldn't get in the car with him. And then like all my guy friends were around me, and they were like, bruh, like something is wrong with this man. Like that's real creepy for somebody to like act like this just because you don't want to get in the car with him, right? So then the next day, like this is 2 days after, so like I'm back from what I said before. So like he basically was trying to like, you know, talk to me and say like, you know, like, how are you? And I'm trying to be real short with this man, real short with him. And then again, he offers for me to get in his car, and I'm like, no, like I'm good, I'll just get an Uber. So I hurried up and got my Uber and left. And he was kind of like, I noticed he had a confused face, like a look on his face. And then when I got home, I sent him like a whole long ass paragraph saying like, that was not cool. Like, you know, I have a boyfriend, you've met my boyfriend, boyfriend before, you know how long I've been in this relationship for, and for you to say something like this, like, you know, that was very out of pocket. So like, I'm gonna input the message right here. So I'm gonna input the message, and so you guys can read it. And then basically he was saying like, you know, I'm gonna learn this as a lesson for every female out there so I can know how to treat them right. And like, I kind of knew that you were feeling distant towards me, and I'm kind of like, if you knew, why did you wait for me to say something for you to speak up? Like, it would have had a bigger effect if you came up to me and apologized for what you did instead of waiting for me to confront you about what you did. So in conclusion, after that, I literally just stopped talking to him. And all like my guy friends from my job, they were kind of saying like, you know, like, now that you told us about this, like, we'll kind of like watch out and make sure like he doesn't do anything creepy. He doesn't do anything creepy to you. And like, shout out to my guy friends, because like, you know, like, if it wasn't for them, like, I wouldn't have felt comfortable enough to stay. But like, they made me feel comfortable enough to stay and welcome me, like, you know, like I was their own, after I've only known them for about like a couple weeks. So the moral of the story is like, you know, if a nigga is making you feel uncomfortable, don't change your life for that nigga, because that nigga ain't shit. Don't try to rearrange your whole life for them, because like, at the end of the day, you did nothing wrong. That person is the person that should leave. And I know like in a work environment, it could get really toxic really quickly. In conclusion, like, I still haven't talked to this guy. Like, I see him every day at work, but it's just like to the point where it's just like, he doesn't really bother me anymore, because like, I set him straight. And plus like, I have other people around me supporting me, making me feel more comfortable. But like, that's just one thing that I hate, that guys have that power to make us feel uncomfortable as a female. So like, you know, definitely if something is going on with you and you feel uncomfortable with like what a guy has done to you, you know, like, you know, go hit up other people, like get support, because like, it definitely does make it feel better, definitely does make you feel better, because I was literally ready to quit the next day. But like, after talking to my coworkers and stuff, they definitely made it more bearable. And now I'm really comfortable in the workspace that I am in, and I've established with that one person, like, you know, like, we're done. Like, don't ever talk to me, don't text me, like, don't ever try to get me in your car again, because like, they had bad intentions. And I'm kind of upset that I couldn't figure this out from off rip. But like, you know, these snakes out here, and you know how that goes. So in conclusion, that is the end of my story time. If you guys are watching all the way till this part, congrats. And thank you guys for watching my video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want more story times, because trust me, I have them, and I definitely will try to be more consistent with this YouTube shit. But thank you guys for watching my story time. Leave some comments down below on how you were feeling about it. And yeah, we out.